Say anything to upset her.
I won't. How are you?
At least it's over now.
Your doctor told me what you did for me. Is there anything you need?
No. You take great care of me here. I don't care much anyway. Now that I know that I'll never see Zoe again, it doesn't really matter what happens.
Oh, don't be like that. You've got to give yourself time.
Why don't you go now?
Oh, I can understand you not wanting visitors. I'll come back again.
I'd rather you didn't. I know there's good in you. But I know there's a lot of bad too. I know now how much that badness has hurt so many people. We were friends once. I don't think we'll be friends anymore. So there's really no point in us keeping in touch.
There's something I'd like to do for her. Can I use your phone?
Certainly.
I'm sure you can understand how these situations can arise. I made a mistake. I accepted bad advice from within my department. I promise you those responsible will be sorry.
Will they?
As for yourself, you are fully and officially reinstated as of now.
We'll have to agree on conditions first.
Conditions?
I want Meg Morris as Deputy Governor, Marty Jackson and Joyce Pringle reinstated, and Mervyn Pringle to face only the most minimal disciplinary action. And I want a guarantee that Joan Ferguson will be returned to officer rank and never again considered for any higher position.
Well, I thought you'd be grateful to getting your job back, but without demanding impossible conditions.
If they're impossible, there's nothing more to discuss. I won't be coming back.
Oh, now, look,
I don't think it'll look very good for the department, but then that's not my problem.
All right. In the interests of getting this business settled, I agree we don't penalize the people you mentioned, but Miss Ferguson must remain as deputy. That is non-negotiable.
In that case, there's no point in wasting any more of your time. I'm sure there are a lot of people who'll be wanting to talk to you this morning.
Oh, come now, be reasonable. I've accepted most of your terms, but I am not prepared to be dictated.
Whatever your opinion of Joan Ferguson, the fact is she is a vicious, self-serving misfit who has caused more problems in Wentworth than all the inmates put together. I will never go back while she is in a position of power, and that, Mr. Dwyer, is non-negotiable.
Now, Mrs. Reynolds, I wish you would try to appreciate...
You can have her as deputy or me as governor, not both. It's your choice.
And I'm pleased to say that Mrs. Reynolds will be returning as governor of Wentworth. She is, as I'm sure you know, an extremely able administrator. She'll soon have things running very smoothly again.
If she was so able, why was she suspended in the first place?
Well, I certainly would never have allowed it to happen if the full facts had been available to me. We all know how easy it is to be wise after the event.
You mean to say you had no idea what Ernest Craven was doing?
None at all. I mean, I'd hardly have allowed him to remain in charge of a prison if I'd suspected what was going on.
Several members of the prison staff had to breach regulations in order to bring the fact to your attention. What's their position going to be?
I've already instructed Mrs. Reynolds to take no disciplinary measures. Obviously, these people acted in good faith. They are to be commended.
What about the prisoner Wilkinson? Do you see these disclosures affecting the outcome of her case?
Oh, without doubt. Quite clearly, the poor woman was grossly persecuted and terrorized by Craven, literally driven to desperation. Now, this will obviously be taken into account at her trial, and in the meantime, I've made it clear that she is to have the very best medical care.
I see. Well, I'm sure a lot of people will be very interested in the outcome of her case, not to mention the other facts that have been brought to light.
I say with confidence, Phil, that justice will be done. The people of this state can be assured of that.
Wait here, Lorelei. I'll be back in a moment. Hi. You must be Mr. Hoskin and Zoe.
Yes.
I'm David Carter. It's good of you to come.
That's the least we could do. didn't know what to think when we saw that thing on television last night. Miss Ferguson gave us a call this morning.
I gather it's not the first time she's talked to you.
She did ring the other day, yes. Told us Laura was dangerously unbalanced. We should keep Zoe away from her. But this morning she said it wasn't true. She practically begged us to bring her.
I know, she told me.
Zoe. Oh, so it wasn't I'm glad you're here.
What's going to happen to her?
She's been a good girl.
It depends on a lot of things. Do you know what would help her a great deal?
What?
If you let the little girl keep in touch with her from time to time.
And really got the big back.
We don't have the right not to, really. It's all for what she's been through.
The fairy princess.
But she's a strong lady.
Tell me about the fairy princess.
I think she'll be all right
Can I have
now.
a cuddle? Just one kiss. Mummy loves you very much, Zoe.
You agreed to what?
I had no alternative. Now, I am prepared to work something out with you, some arrangement of a financial nature.
I told you I would not give up being deputy.
And in time, when all this is blown over and the media is
Oh, but it won't blow over, Dwyer. I told you I would talk, and by God, I will. I will make more trouble for you than Reynolds ever could.
Now,
By
before
the
you
time-
start making any more threats, I think you had better stop.
Oh, for God's sake, what's the point? What the hell's the point?
Well, exactly. This is, an unfortunate situation over which neither of us has any control, and we both have to make the best of it.
Sick to death of you, Dwyer. You, the whole department, and everything connected with it. I've tried to do my best, and this is where it ends up.
Well, under the circumstances, I am prepared to let you have some leave of absence if you feel you need time to think.
Yeah. Yes, I do. Got a future to start planning, Dwyer. And there is no way that you, Reynolds, or any of the rest of them are going to be a part of it.
Morning, Paul.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
The governor's already gone through.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed